All right, come on in. This is episode number 2. And today I want to go over about kind of like shipping, but what we include with every single order that we get, or just about every single order. The key for this is education. It also prevents returns. It also is a way to kind of add that extra little bit of customer service. And so over in our ship station, this is where we kind of do everything. It's good because we use kind of like a cart system where we always say we go shopping, but you have your computer, you go shopping for your stuff. When you bring it back, everything is within reach. So you've got all the different shipping supplies. We have stickers for everything. So we have stuff for like don't use blades to cut things open. That's usually for clothing. We have stuff for like perfumes or liquids. And then we have stuff for lithium ion batteries. But the main thing that I want to talk about today, and I'm going to do some shorts about these because I think these are quick and easy little things. They barely cost anything, but what it does is it really educates the customer and it really helps out kind of once they open the package, like what do certain things mean or what are we supposed to do with this? So the first one we do, and we always do in like a green piece of paper, and that way I can say to the customer, if they reach out and they go, hey, blah, 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 I can say, hey, did you read your green piece of paper that was included with your order? And usually it solves most of the questions and most of the problems that they have. So the first one that we did was about Apple Watch bands and how you can tell that they are genuine Apple Watch bands. Apple has certain patents or trademarks on things like their numbering. They have little patches. They have how they print things on the Apple Watch bands or how they laser engrave them. It is the easiest way to show that the product is 100% real. But we like to educate our customers so that if they get their watch band in hand and they go, how do I know this is real? They can refer back to this, and we kind of list everything out where those markings are, and really there is no company in the world that makes things like Apple does to make sure that they protect their intellectual property and protect their brand. So we'll go over that one. The second one is with cables. Apple cables, same thing. And really all this stuff goes back to how we only sell genuine quality products or genuine products from Apple or Samsung or whatever it is. We want to make sure that we're selling only genuine stuff. And so when we're saying that in our listing, we want to prove it to our customers. So the second one is about cables. Apple does a unique thing where on all their rubber cables or plastic, or whatever you call them, basically they do in little gray writing, they have a little Apple logo that says designed by Apple in California, assembled in China. And so what I came up with was essentially a ruler. And what that ruler does is I'll kind of show you here. And this is a wrong kind of cable. But what I do is when you lay out a plastic cable, where that arrow hits is where this little thing will be on the cable. So this is obviously a braided cable, and Apple changed to a lot of braided cables. And so what they did was they moved it to a laser engraving on the metal. So again, like if someone reaches out and goes, how do I know that the cable is genuine? Once they get it, they get this green form and they lay it out and they go, oh, right here is where there will be writing on the cable. We also do one for iPhone and all sorts of batteries. Batteries are things that have kind of the mind of their own. So we have a little tag about batteries. We do one for home buttons. So when we sell like a screen, it has a home button on it. We have to explain that they have to transfer that home button over. So we include that. And then we also have one for our security stickers. So we do put holographic security stickers. They're non-removable. Well, they're removable, but once you remove it, it leaves a residue. You can't put it back on. Again, what we're protecting from there is people that buy a part, they switch it out for their broken part, and then they start a return. It's fraud. It is frowned upon. So what we want to do is we want to protect ourselves because we would have to pay for return shipping. We lose the part. We lose all the money there. So what we do is we put those security stickers on there to protect ourselves. We're also doing, we also do one other thing. We have security tags on some of our Apple Watch bands. That again, we want to make sure that they don't get that Apple Watch band, say, oh, I don't like it anymore, and then they send back a different one. So we have a non-removable security tag. Again, it's removable, but it's non-removable. They're still able to try the Apple Watch band on, and if they like it, they clip the tag off. And if they want to return, they return, and they just keep the security tag on. Again, it's all for protecting us. So I'll do some shorts on that, but this is kind of the second video. And yeah, just want to keep on educating. Please like and subscribe. If you have questions or you have ideas, please let me know. Thanks a lot.